Good morning. Well, it is for me again. I have the afternoon shift, so I'm basically making this recipe because I had some leftover apples that really needed to go in the recipe. And yeah, I wasn't planning on doing this today, but I'm making an apple cake with the apples. So this cake has a thick layer of apples, raisins and hazelnut baked between sweet sponge. It is just as delicious served cold with sweet whipped cream or yogurt, but you'll be lucky if it lasts that long. So yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it like this because let me see, preheat the oven. I could have done that, but this morning the oven, let me check this one out. Oven preheated. Grease and baseline a 23 centimeter. I did prepare that. Peel, core and thinly slice the cooking apples. Well, I did peel and core them, so I have to slice them, so let's do that. Let's get rid of the brown bit. Let me see, sprinkle with lemon juice and set aside. I wanted to do this off camera and then I started filming and then oh yeah, I wanted to do that off camera. So maybe if this takes too long, I will just stop filming and then continue off camera. Because, well, I don't know, time we don't have, right? We're all busy these days. And I've got two kind of apples. One Granny Smith and and the others are, I'm not sure, but those mealy, I don't know, apples I don't like to eat. Just like this. So they have to be in something. I think I bought them for another recipe and then they sit in my fruit bowl. There's a hair. Yeah, fine. And because of that, I have a little more apples than the recipe says. But yeah, I'm planning on just using them all. This has a little bit of core still in it. So. That's a lot of apple, but it's an apple cake. Trying to do this as fast as possible without losing a finger, you know? We can't have that. But I think I did it pretty quickly. Just thinly sliced. Well, I think this is thin enough. Give my hands a quick wash. then I have to get another bowl because I can do that. Because I can get some here. Yeah. Okay. So let me remove the apples for a moment. Oh. The hazelnuts. I have a bowl and then I'll sprinkle with lemon juice. Let me sprinkle with lemon juice off camera for a moment. So done. Cream the bottom and then some more lemon rind actually, but I think I forgot that because I used one of those for the juice. I don't know what's happened, why I've got the juice. Anyway, maybe I'll leave it out. Is that a problem? I don't think it's a problem. But it's a cream the butter, lemon rind, and all but 1 tablespoon of the sugar. So I have butter, which I'm going to cut up with the apple knife. Maybe that's something I should have done off camera too, so it can get to room temperature a bit, but it's pretty cold in here, so I don't think that's going to happen. And then 1 tablespoon sugar left over, and then beat this together. Until light and fluffy. Well, light and fluffy, I'm not sure. I don't think I even can do it with the machine because of the hardness of the butter. It's just so it's pretty cold in here. I don't know why I'm not wearing a sweater because, well, I'm working. Well, the thing is, I do wear sweaters often because of they're nice and warm, but I don't like things on my lower arms. So often when I wear a sweater, I just do this immediately. Not always, but yeah, I catch myself doing that a lot of the times just because. There's another. I have a cat, so I'm sorry if there's a hair sometimes. I have a lot of hair myself, so it happens. And I know some of you people think it's gross, but I take it out. I don't leave it in. It's not, I don't know. I never got sick of it, you know. That sounds, I'm making this more awful, I think. But I'm not going to throw everything away because I found a hair of something in my own house, you know. Would you throw, if you find a hair in a batch like this, I've got almost a whole pack of butter, and let me see how much it was. 175 grams of butter and 170 grams of sugar. Would you throw it away because you found your own hair in it? I know. I feeling that I can't be the only one that just continuing take the hair out. I mean, I understand if you work in a restaurant and there's a hair I mean, I can imagine they just take it out too, but you don't want to find you don't want your customers to find the hair. I don't want my boyfriend to find the hair, but sometimes it just happens with home cooking. Especially when you're a woman and you have long hair, right? Or you have cats with long hair. Because I don't always want to put up my hair. It's just, I want to look nice too, you know? Especially on camera. And there are days I'm like, oh, I don't care what I look like. Don't even on camera, you know? I don't mind not wearing makeup. I'm not wearing makeup now, and I think I look a bit tired, but yeah, that's part of who I am too. So you get all of me, the real me. Loose hairs, no makeup, baggy eyes, I don't know. It's not light and it's not floppy, but it's mixed in together. So I've got 3 eggs, which I have to add a bit at a time, as usual. Okay, as often. I think last time I had to do this, it was set for 2. Oh, that's my phone. And that's the same thing. I'm not a professional chef, so sometimes I have longer nails. And it happens that I've got, well, especially when with a dough, you have to go hands in. I have things under my nails because of what I'm doing. And yeah, it feels gross, and it actually is a bit gross. But I don't know, I grew up with, yeah, how do you say it in English? Like, it strengthens your immune system. Like, if you grow up in one of those clean houses where nothing is ever dirty, you won't build up a healthy immune system. Let children be children, and will things in their mouth, and you know, all those kind of things. And I think maybe I grew up a bit too much like that, but to still have that mentality, but you know, don't baby about it. That's my mentality right now. But the thing is, it is with my own, like I said, things in my house, because years ago, no, I think last year, 2 years ago, last year, I got a sandwich from a local shop, and I had 2 bites, I think, and I found a thick black hair, like definitely wasn't supposed to be in there. And yeah, I still don't get sandwich from that shop again, because, well, you know, it's handmade, and that's okay. I love that, and I go to the shop often to get other things, but the fact that there was a hair, knowing that, still puts me off. It's the same with, I think it's even longer ago, I made soup with bread, and that night we both got the Novovirus in this house. And what I know about the Novovirus is that it takes about 3 days to get out, you know. Yeah, you're infected 3 days before the symptoms show. If I'm correct. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, so, but that's what I've learned. But till this day, and it was years ago, I haven't made that soup and I haven't made that bread because in our heads it's still, yeah, linked together. Even though it was a one-time thing, you know? Anyway, I talk a lot about things that has nothing to do with cooking and nothing, well, anyway, I think that's okay. Sift the flour and baking powder together. Fold into the cream mixture. So get this out. I thought I got my, no, I didn't. So I haven't weighed it out because I just needed a half teaspoon of baking powder. Because of my talking, this is going to be, I thought this was going to be a quick video, but because I didn't do the apples, slice the apples, and then I started talking, I think this is going to be a bit of a longer video. So if you want to see the end result, just skip. Have a teaspoon into the flour, then oh, I'm sorry, I think I'm going to get a cold. My nose is so runny. Let me give her a spoon to push this bit through the other. And these bowls from the IKEA, I love them. Better than the other ones I got from a store that's, well, I think it's only in some of the Western Europe. I know we have it's a Netherlands business. It's a Dutch business, but I know there are some stores in Germany. Fold this in. This always looks so good to me. This. It's like I want to bathe in sift flour. You know, it looks so soft. But I'm not sure if that's a good idea. It probably is better in my imagination than it will be. And I'm not one of those crazy channels where people go bathe in the weirdest things. I do got a bath, one of those foldable ones, which is great because I have it for, what is it, 2 months now, 1 month, something like that. Okay. Spoon half of the mixture into the prepared cake cake, arrange the apple slices on top, mix the remaining table of sugar and the cinnamon together, sprinkle over the apples. So, okay. I think this, so half of it. And before I started, I thought I made a half a recipe, but then I got more apples than the recipe required. And now I'm thinking, oh, it's not such a huge cake. There's going to be a lot of apples in it, which I like because the last one I It was years ago, months ago. Earlier this year, I think I made one. And I didn't like, well, I liked the cake, but I think I said in a video too that I thought it could use more apple. Like with the cheesecakes from the other video. It's called cheesecakes, but there's no cream cheese, there's no other kind of cheese. No cheese at all. So, if you call it an apple cake, we need apples. So, and I think I have plenty of apples. So, I'm sorry. Right now it feels like I have too much apple, but I'm going to be bold and just put them all in because, well, I don't want to throw them away, and I don't like these kind of apple eating like this. I think I just said that earlier. So wash the hands quickly. Yeah, I can see this is going to be a longer video for a simple recipe. Anyway, I'm going to chop up these real quick. Oh, no. Real quick was they're hazelnuts. I think I said that too. I do like the taste of hazelnut, but often I don't like nuts in my pastries. The person who decided it was okay to put walnuts in brownies, I needed to have a talk with that person because that's not, nope. So sugar, and then I have some cinnamon, kaneel, cinnamomum, cassia, and I needed half a teaspoon. So let's mix together. This is really a dish for the autumn with the cinnamon, sugar, and anyway, and then we scatter raisin and hazelnuts on top. So the hazelnuts and raisins, let's mix them together for a moment. Oh, this is going to be a hefty cake. Anyway, and then bake for an hour, cool in a tin for 15 minutes, turn out and dust with icing sugar. I thought I had, it says a 23-inch, 9-inch cake pan. I thought that I had that. And the thing is, it says 450 grams apples. I had 475. So that's 15 grams of apple. Is that what makes my pan so full? I can imagine. Yeah. I'm going to do this. I never thought I would have a cake tin this full, but I think this is the best. I'm sorry if this is not how you do it, but let me grab a paper towel for a moment to clean up the outside, because I have a feeling, oh, that will burn if I don't. By the way, that bit up my finger that I just tasted, tastes just like a normal cake batter. So yeah, oven is, oh yeah, it's done. So this is going to get in, and then 1 hour and 15 minutes of waiting time, and then we'll have a taste. Can't wait. It's going to be breakfast. Look at what I've got. It's pretty heavy. And when I got it out of that tin, it's just, part of me was afraid it was going to go because of all the apple in the middle. And I got myself a piece, and well, it happened a bit, but let's have a taste, because I think this is going to be real good. It is a bit sour from the apple, but also sweet from the, what is it, raisins, sultanas, icing sugar on top. It may look like overkill with the apple, but I'm glad I did all the apple, because this is perfect as apple cake. The only thing I think I have to mention is that when I looked at the oven at around a half an hour, it started to brown. So at 40 minutes I covered it with tin foil, just to, well, you can see it. It has a nice brown color. So this is, like I said, my breakfast. I have to work in an hour and a half. So I have no idea what I have to do today, but hopefully this is going to give me enough energy to do that job I always give. Like, well, I want to say I always give 100%, but that's not always manageable. 100% during the week, like Monday 10, Tuesday 60. No, that's not. I always try to give my best. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but anyway, thanks for watching. Make this and do it like me. Get more apple than you think you need. Well, if you like apple. I do like apple like this, especially if it's a bit sour with the sweet cake. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one.